Oh boy!
Ginger Runner.
What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner, here for another Ginger Runner review. Today, we are back to the packs. Back to the backpacks. A beep bop. And finally, after months of usage, both in race and training environments, we are reviewing, from Salomon, the S-Lab Sense Ultra 5 set. It's a mouthful. Salomon, fix that. This is a beautiful little pack. They also make an 8 and a 2-liter version in case you needed to size up or size down capacity-wise. So this is the new design. About 8 months ago, I reviewed the 8-liter Sense Ultra pack, which was a previous version. I had some issues with the strapping. The capacity was good. The fitment was good. There were some things about it I liked and disliked. Overall, I wore it a ton, and I appreciated the innovation. This is the newer model, so the strapping along the front is the new design. And there's a couple of minor cosmetic changes. Otherwise, it's relatively unchanged and overall good. I've raced in it, I've trained in it, I've used it to help me make some of the movies in the past couple of months. It is my current go-to, but it's still not perfect. While I love seeing Salomon innovate in so many ways that other manufacturers just cannot, there is still room to improve. Let me start by saying that I'm looking for 3 things in a hydration pack: the overall fit and comfort of the pack, storage, and accessibility. Can the pack adapt to my body? I'm a bit bigger of a guy, so I hate it when a pack is binding or constricting on my body, like if I can't breathe or the strapping or webbing just doesn't conform. So many packs use unforgiving materials, and it absolutely drives me insane. I also look to see if the pack can hold enough nutrition, liquid, supplies, camera gear for whatever varying adventure or race environment that I'll be using it in. Finally, and one of the most important criteria, is can I access everything in the pack without having to take the pack off and lay it on the ground and unzip compartments to get to what I need to get to? As you can tell, I'm frustrated. This pack excels in all 3 categories. However, it does fall short in a couple of them. I will get to the details as to why in today's review. I'm very excited. Let's get on, as always, with things that I like and dislike about the Salomon S-Lab Sense Ultra 5 set. Seriously, Salomon, I think we can fix the naming conventions, okay? Starting, as always, with things that I like. I mentioned it. Fit and comfort. This pack can fit bodies like Killian Jornet's and bodies like mine. I want to say our body types are the same, but that would be a lie. Killian's body's more muscle, mine's more cake. The pack is meant to fit like an extension of your shirt, of your body, almost as if you took your skin and turned it into pockets and painted in blue. That's gross. What I like about the pack is I can lock it up super tight and it's not constricting in the slightest. In fact, it feels like it disappears, just like that rash. A doubled over bungee cord here across the chest, as well as across the belly, are locked into place with cord locks that hold tight and keep that bungee from stretching too far. Comfort-wise, there isn't a single point of chafage across this entire pack. It feels great. I haven't had any issues, even here along the neckline where most packs tend to get me. You can tell a lot of care went into the design and manufacturing and material choice. I appreciate that. Storage. The pockets on this thing are insane. They stretch a ton to allow for a lot of additional stuffage, from extra layers in the back to additional nutrition elements up front, or even in the side pockets if you need to carry space blankets, safety materials, a cell phone. 2 upper chest pockets, 2 long bottle pockets, 2 stuffed front pockets, 2 side pockets, a minimal kangaroo pocket towards the bottom, plus an additional major backpack kangaroo pocket on the back. They all stretch and adapt for whatever materials you want to carry. While the bottle pockets do work with hard bottles, I will commend them on their soft flasks, which brings me to my next like, their soft flasks. It actually took me quite some time to adapt to soft flasks. There just were a lot out there that didn't meet the quality standards that I'd hoped for, especially when comparing to hard bottles. Lids would leak. It'd be really difficult to get on or off. The capacity of the soft flasks themselves were limited. Just couldn't carry enough liquid with me on some of those longer, hotter days. So as much as I liked the idea of a soft flask, the design and execution lacked. These are the first soft flasks to really entice me. The lid is easy and quick to get on or off. The additional ribbing allows for easy grip when the hands are wet or sticky. 17-ounce capacity, and the hard end here at the bottom makes it really easy to get in and out of the pockets. So you're not doing a ton of fiddling, which you've had to do with other soft flasks in the past. I will say what sucks is that these soft flasks, being longer and designed specifically for this pack, will not work with other packs with bottle pockets only because of the length. In this case, length matters. Accessibility. I don't have to take the pack off to reach all the pockets. I can quickly reach into the back pocket and access all the nutrition that I might have back there. There's a lower lumbar kangaroo pocket where I can stash more nutrition. Side zipper pockets that are very easily accessible with either hand in either direction. Bottle pockets up front. But everything is reachable. I don't have to take the pack off at all. This is such a simple concept, but so many packs out there just don't meet the cut. And finally, weight. This pack, size medium, weighs in at 4.5 ounces. That's without the soft flasks and without anything in it. It is ridiculously light. Having something so light and minimal that has so much capacity is awesome. It's certainly perfect for race days, will also work for adventures where you need to carry a little bit of additional gear. It's just the fact that it's so light, it blows my mind. Okay, that being said, there are some things that I dislike about the S-Lab Sense Ultra 5 set. Baggage bounce. Let's say you're going for a long training run, you need a couple of gels, maybe some chomps, you want to stash them in your front kangaroo pouch. Having too much weight in one part of the pack or in one pocket will just force those pockets to bounce. The materials being so stretchy certainly adapt to the larger amounts of items you put in them, but there's a tipping point where the weight becomes too much, so as you're running, the pockets begin to jiggle and it just becomes annoying. So the goal is to find that right balance of spreading your weight out amongst all of the pockets of the pack, not overwhelming one corner of the pack. To even think like that is annoying. In this case, you'll need to kind of think it through because that bounce is terrible. Fitment. Yes, the pack fits all body styles, mine included, but as you'll see over time, the more stuff you stuff into the pack, the tighter you'll need to make it fit. There are countless pictures and videos online of the Salomon Elite athletes wearing this pack, but having to strap it down right here in the front. I mean, it might as well just be called the brosier. The fact that the pack is so stretchy in multiple points, you really have to focus on getting the proper fit depending on the weight and the amount of gear that you're carrying. Once it's locked in, you tend to be good to go, but I found myself getting to this point where you're tightening it and the two halves of the vest are coming together, and I'm like, just put a zipper down the middle. They might as well just turn it into an actual vest. Then at least I could wear it under suits. Price, $155. Ugh. That price is pretty steep in my opinion for a pack that's definitely oriented more towards the racing environment where you don't have to carry a bladder or tons of elements because you have aid stations. The Advanced Skin 5-liter pack from Salomon at the same price point seems to want to adapt to more adventures, can harness a bladder, so that's also something to be aware of and look into. It also seems like a lot of the manufacturers are charging more for their packs now anyways, but still, $155 is a pretty high price. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for dislikes. It's a great pack. I've had nothing but fun in it. I've been using it in races, on training runs, shooting videos. So far, it's just been solid. Of course, I do plan to review packs from other manufacturers, Ultimate Direction, Nathan, the like. So look forward to those reviews on this channel. In this case, this one's holding up pretty damn well. So in conclusion, let's talk about a couple of specifics. Of course, build quality, it's solid. It's held up really well. I like to put these packs through the tests of multiple runs, training runs, races, adventures, and then throw it through the washing machine as many times as possible. This has held up really well. No stitching, no holes, no seams issues. So far, holding up really well. Comfort, easily one of the most comfortable packs that I've worn. The stretchable materials, the elastic and bungee cords here up front, the pack adapts, the pack holds tight, no chafing, the pack is comfortable. Fit, it's good, it's not great. Of course, it fits all body types, but you are going to find yourself adjusting these bungee cords from time to time, depending on the weight and load. Very similar problems to what I had with the 8-liter version that I reviewed a while ago. It's just holding stuff in and on your body in a way that'll last for a long duration comfortably. Price, $155. I mentioned it's a pretty high price point. It'll last. It's a great pack. There are other packs around that same price point. This is still my go-to, but there's also still more to review. And finally, looks. The color options from Salomon are bold and confident. I appreciate their design style. I love the blue. I love the red, the white, the black. They just have that design and aesthetic nailed. I like them all. So that brings us to the ultimate question. Is the Salomon S-Lab Sense Ultra 5-liter set a buy, try, or a why? If you need a hyper light pack that's great for racing environments and the long training runs out there in the mountains, you're willing to spend the $155, you bet it's a buy. Love this thing and love the soft flasks. You're nice. So I'm super curious. Have you guys had a chance to try any of the S-Lab Sense Ultra sets, 8, 5, or 2? Or have you tried the Advanced Skin 5L, the new series from them? In the comments of this video, let me know your thoughts on these packs. These are still my favorites. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I use this brand or I use that brand. That's all well and good. I encourage you to try as many as possible. That's obviously not in everyone's budget. It's not always in mine. But when I find something I like, I tend to stick with it for a bit. And so far, I like. But that, my friends, is it for today's review. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe to this channel. We're doing new videos every single week and new live shows every single Monday. I will point over here because that's where social media links are. Make sure you follow across them, and if you want to support the channel, keep the lights on, the mics hot, and get some cool perks on the back end, Patreon. Patreon.com/thegingerrunner for as little as $1 a month. That's my plug, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks, everybody. We hope you're getting out there, training hard, racing harder, and partying the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week for some more videos and fun and training and adventure and donuts, perhaps. All right, guys. Bye.